Perkins.
Whatever floats your boat.
No. No.
Hey, who's
now we're live. Now we're live.
Oh, we're
We're
live.
live.
Oopsie.
Oh, God.
Oh my God, let me put that up a little bit. Maybe that will be better. I don't know. So welcome everyone to tonight's live stream. These guys are being a little bad, so we're gonna see if we can reel it right back in.
Yeah, they're being a couple of poops, aren't they?
They are. I can't wait. I can't wait. So most of you know there's a couple things. Most of you know that Rojo, I did an unboxing today, and this is Robert, got me the Osmo 3, and
Nice.
I love it. I love it. It's just like Christmas, right?
So it's a nice gimbal for your phone, huh? That's nice.
It is awesome. It is an
So
awesome
I've been
gimbal,
trying to
Mark.
make it work all day, and I brought Rojo on to tell him I couldn't make it work right. And he goes, all you do is tap twice. And I tapped it twice, and it bam. I was like, are you kidding me? All day.
It looks like the same handle as my Osmo Plus. Just it uses the camera instead
pretty
of
much.
Yeah, that's cool.
The 3 folds up, so it's small.
Yeah, that's cool.
It is so fun. So, and I asked Robert also to be on because we're going to talk about what it takes to go live and to do live shows. And also we're going to talk, and you don't have to stay long. I know you work, but if you can. And then we're going to talk about what it takes to be a panelist. Because I know we have a lot of people in here, and a lot of people go on lives and they go and to be panelists, but it does take some thought, and it does take some understanding on how those streams go. So we're going to talk about that. But first, I want to talk about a really important subject: poop. Okay, show us, Centroid. Show me.
I can't stay up for long because I am tired and I got it. So I am here, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if I want to show it off. I think I'm going to keep it for myself.
You can't keep it because I already told John Coopy he might get one.
I have one of those too. I don't know.
Okay, let me see.
Well, no, I don't know if the lighting's really good. Let me kind of change it around.
Yeah, there you go.
I have one of those.
See, we have the same one. Show me.
That's it.
Sir, may I have
That's
another?
it. What? I showed you that I got the antennas in. Isn't that all you wanted to see?
Yeah.
He's not a good panelist, guys. This is what
Mark
you
is
don't
an awesome
do.
panelist.
Thank you. Thank you.
No,
This
look at him.
This is what Val wants.
Oh my God! Look at it.
That is awesome.
I want to see the veins.
I don't. I didn't. I have to buy the red paint,
Yeah,
so I
don't
don't
worry
have that
about
yet.
putting veins in the eyeball.
You're getting the veins on the eyeballs.
How did you get it brown?
That's awesome, Mark.
What? I painted it. I actually went and got model paint. I'm
Yeah?
gonna probably buy brown filament. But for now, I'm printing it in white.
Can you
and
hold
I'm
it
hand
on?
painting it up.
Hold it a little bit closer.
awesome,
Look
Mark.
at
A little
that.
closer.
So
Yeah, I don't know if
that's
it'll
what's going to
focus.
be on my quad, and I think we're
Yes.
going to make them for a couple of the people showing up.
Yeah.
And then I have 2 people who I said I would see what we could do, and that was Edward and John. So we're going to see if we can get them little poops for their little antennas.
Mini poops.
What's up with Sarah F? She's not happy right now. Reading her chat. Sarah
Hold
F,
on.
She's been a very good supporter of mine. She's come in and she's upset now. So
Why?
I
What's
don't know
wrong?
if something happened.
Honey, I don't see Sarah. Where's Sarah?
Sarah F.
I'm looking.
She says she's out. I'm not going to repeat the word she's using. Am I in the right live chat?
No.
No. Oh, I'm on the wrong live chat. I'm from the last stream. Oh, my apologies. I'm on the last stream.
I'm like, where's Sarah? What did I do?
No,
I'm
no,
only
no.
talking poop, Sarah. Just
Yeah.
poop.
Yep, no. I was on
my
another
God.
live stream. I got off to come on here, and that just goes to show you how tired I am. So I'm going to pull that card out. Let me get the right chat going here.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's get the right chat because I was
Lord.
filming the Hey Drone shots. How you doing? Red Dog Drones. Yeah,
So-
yep.
So,
And this is the little
this-
poop that Mark is making me, and we're going to hot glue it on the antenna.
And you know what? I got it sized pretty good. That sticks on pretty well, but it would pop off on a crash. But it's like
Yeah.
the right
Oh my
perfect
God,
size.
that is
It
great.
snaps on. And like I said, and I'm going to curse on
Oh my
your
gosh.
stream here in a second, Val. So get ready. You might get demonetized.
Okay.
When we all put these on our quads, you know what we're going to call our fleet, right?
What?
The shitstorm.
Yes.
So
I need 2 of them for my Phantom to put on the joysticks.
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. That's not a bad idea. And you know what? I don't think this is going to interfere with the signal. I've yet to try it. I mean,
No,
think about it.
it
The actual
shouldn't.
antenna itself is inside this plastic case to begin with.
So,
a
and I
little
have
bit
to
more
tell
plastic
you,
shouldn't be.
it's
such
for
a
the
big-
people who show up to the Kimathon. But if people can't go and they want one, you never know. We may be able to do a giveaway. I don't know. I don't know how much Mark wants to make these things.
I'm not giving away my poop. My poop is precious to me.
Oh my God. Yeah, it
My
doesn't. We don't
precious.
believe it
My
interferes with the
precious.
reception
My
at this
precious.
point. But
Yeah.
I asked Mark to do it for mine so I could call my first quad the little shit. And though I don't like that word, I really don't. But I think it's perfect for my first quad since we don't even know if the sucker's going to fly.
It's a poopsicle.
It's a poopsicle. Oh my God.
Now, you know, I really don't mind making these. The only issue is knowing exactly the size of the antenna, so you know, so
Well,
it
I'm
stays on
thinking.
reasonably well, and then you can hot glue it on so it'll stay better. But
So I was thinking of doing a little giveaway
so
at
giveaway
the Kin.
with the antenna. It's this type of antenna because they're not a bad price.
Yeah, I'm thinking, and I'm thinking about doing a giveaway for get a couple antennas, and so then we can do a drawing or something when we're up doing the Kimathon, whatever, doing the show at night. After that, we'll give them away. But it feels funny because I'm always doing this, but I won't do it if it's poop.
No, well, you don't want to put poop in your face.
No.
Now I thought about printing it in pink, and then it might look like ice cream. But no, the poop's
Yeah,
better.
yeah, I think it needs to be poop color. I was
Yeah.
thinking about that too. What frame you got for your build? I got a meteor. A space one meteor.
Yeah, so I actually went to a craft store, had to go into the model section, and I bought the tester's paint that I haven't bought in, my God, years. Is it even testers anymore? I don't know if you've ever built models. Remember these little things?
Oh,
my
I
God!
I still have some.
Yeah, it is.
I think
testers.
I still got some too.
It is testers.
Yeah.
So it brought back such memories.
How long does it take to dry?
Oh, I don't know, 20 minutes for a really good dry.
So if you don't want to paint them all and you bring them up, I'll do some painting.
Oh, like I said, if I can get hold of I'll probably wind up doing the painting. I don't know if I'm going to order the filament just yet, but I do like that color brown. It is, I was thinking about
It's very poopish.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting sprinkles that are yellow or brown, so it looks like corn or peanuts.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. So, guys, we're going to be doing a giveaway of these things, but we're not going to be doing corn and peanuts and what the hell.
Yeah, why not? I mean, and if you give it away, they can
have worms.
Well, that's a good idea too.
No.
People can put it in order. Do they prefer peanuts or corn?
Oh, no. And what I want to know is, where do you find the filament for it?
Oh, it's eBay. I mean, not eBay. Amazon. You just type in 3D filament, and oh my God, you got thousands of choices.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on, let me look.
Thousands of choices.
And so, what is it under electronics?
No, just do 3D print filament, PLA particularly. Just do PLA filament.
3D
PLA.
Filament.
PLA.
PLA. 1.75.
Let me double check. I think that is correct. That's a pretty standard size.
Mark,
and is that the rubber stuff?
No, you want the PLA. Yeah, 1.75. PLA is the harder plastic. It's not the TPU, which is the rubberized stuff.
We don't want
the rubber stuff. No.
We don't want the rubber.
No, you don't need the rubber stuff for that. It's just the plastic cap.
Red Dog Drone wants to know what frame you got, Val.
I told him.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I should have put brown. So does it have to be brown?
If I don't want to paint the brown, yeah, then all I have to do is paint
What
white
about
on the
the
eye.
eyeballs?
That I did. I have white, and you don't need much. And then I actually used a Sharpie on the eyeballs. So, but I do need to get the red paint so Kim can have his veins on the eyes, and I'll do that for you too, Val.
Okay, so I'm
Good
looking
bloodshot.
under. I'm looking under it in the brown they have. I'm going to share real quick, guys, if
Okay.
you don't mind, and I'm going to show you what I see.
What I was saying, Mark, you can give a couple away for advertisements, and then you could sell those.
Okay,
you mean I could
go
sell
away,
my
Kim.
own poop?
Go away,
You
Kim.
could sell your own
We're not
poop.
talking about selling yet.
Oh Lord, I'm
Let
so
me
tired. I can't
share.
deal with this
No.
conversation.
Good night, folks.
Yeah,
Good night,
show's
folks.
over.
Show's
Mark,
over.
Centroid's
Okay,
selling
let
his
me-
own poop.
Okay, do you see this here?
Yeah.
Is that's not dark brown though? That's not quite right, is
Well,
it?
that's the problem. The
Oh, here
pictures
it
on
is.
here,
Oh,
the
there you
pictures
go.
on here, chocolate brown. The pictures on here, that's dark brown right there. The pictures on here never show you the true color, to be honest with you. So it's hit or miss, to be fair.
So this brown looks dark brown.
Yeah. Then you got
Is
your
this the
chocolate.
right stuff? Or do you want the?
I don't know. The chocolate brown looks okay too.
I
That
like the
one or-
chocolate brown.
Yeah.
Can I take
Look
a
at this
second
one.
here?
That one's not bad right there. That one that's
Can I
This
take a
one here?
second?
Yeah.
You realize we're trying to pick out filament that looks more like poop.
Yes.
No, but
Yes. That looks like a reasonable standard poop color.
okay.
Can you get it? Can you get a chunky?
Well,
chunky
that's it. I
filament?
mean, well, I don't know. We could do that. Like I said, I can actually put little voids in there, and then I can actually
Put
glue
some
pieces.
yellow, yeah.
I can actually
Pieces of
glue
corn.
pieces.
Yep.
I can put glue pieces of peanut in there, actual peanut. I mean, we can make this as lifelike as you'd like. Val, I'm sorry, Kim. Do you prefer corn or peanuts?
No,
Peanuts.
no.
Peanuts, yeah,
Corn.
peanuts.
Oh my
good
God,
standard.
guys! No, we're not.
I'd have to go with
gonna do
corn.
this.
You're gonna go well.
I have to go with corn.
Well, you just have to be different, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I
Oh
can't
my
believe we're
God!
having
He
this
was just saying
conversation.
corn. Oh my God!
We could ask the panel.
Yes.
There we go.
Or we could
We'll
ask
put it up for
the
vote.
chat.
No,
Do
we
people
just
prefer
want it like
corn
that.
or nuts? Corn. We got one for corn. Oh my God.
Okay, there we go. Try to
How,
fry
how
that.
old am I? I think I'm acting
There
younger
you
than
go.
my high school students right now.
Yeah. So
Mark, you get to a certain age and you revert back. So
We regress, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I showed
Okay.
I actually showed my daughter this, who's a senior in high school, and she goes, "You're so weird."
we are very
That's
weird.
what happens. That's what happens when you get old.
When your poop turns to filament.
Your filament turns to poop.
So that's
where
the truth.
Yeah.
So it'll be there by September 20th, Mark.
Oh, did
and
you just
so-
order filament?
Well, I did because here's the deal. Kim and I decided we were going to do it and split it. So it's only $10 a piece. It's not much at all. And that way you can make some and we can give them out to our guys.
Yeah, it only takes 20 minutes to print out this poop, so I can pump out a lot of poop.
Yeah.
boy, that's
I
less
don't think
time
I wanted to know that.
That's less time than it takes me.
Yeah,
No,
I can tell you. Let me
Yeah.
let me use the appropriate 3D terminology. I can extrude a lot of poop.
Oh no, I don't want to think of you extruding anything. I am just saying that I would like some so we can give them out to people and
Yes.
they'll know they get them from us. And it's just
Yes.
our gang, you know what we do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just what we do. So
Yes,
Kim and
we
I had
play
already
with
talked
poop.
about doing it, right?
Mark, hold it up to the camera. So
Yeah.
joining about Northwest.
Oh, there we go.
And if you have one, it means
Hello,
you give a
Russ.
shit.
What's
if you
up,
have two,
Russ?
that means you don't give two shits.
Yes,
so
so-
that's what John Coopy told me.
Yes. So
But-
I had. Go ahead.
Just make what you can, and then
Okay.
we'll
So-
figure it
so-
out how I get them out. to
Oh yeah,
people.
no problem. So Russ, we're all putting these on our drones, and we're calling the fleet the shitstorm.
We're doing great, thank you. But these
Oh.
these are things I got to tell you. I know people can make them, they can figure them out. But Centroid was really cool. He knew I wanted to put one on. I just wanted one because that's how my brain always works. Just put one on here. And then next thing you know, I'm sending film at me and Kim. Could you make 1 million? Because we want to send them out to everybody. So guys, we do want to send them out to you. So I'll work on getting some addresses and things like that. If you want one and Mark has the time, we'll make sure we get them out. I'll make sure I get them out.
I literally can print. Like,
and you do have one coming to you, Robert. So don't make your own.
Oh, Robert, you're getting some poop?
Just don't try to make your own.
Oh, come on.
Well, yeah, well, you need to send it to him.
Out of it.
Well, we need to send it to him because apparently I can poop faster than he can. So
obviously. Well, you know, you get there and you're looking at the On Wisconsin magazine. You sit there for a while, you know, trying to do a crossword puzzle.
Oh my God! Oh no, that's way too much. That's way too much. TMI. My
okay, see now I've got this idea of a meme or something where I can stand this there and get a little miniature. I'm thinking of printing a little model toilet and having him sitting on the toilet with a little magazine in front of him.
Oh, with the little drone, a teeny drone going.
Yeah, maybe. So
I'll work. I promise.
the poop is pooping.
Those are awesome, Mark. You did a really good job.
Yeah, I thought it looks very good, Mark.
Yeah, it came out pretty good.
Just don't give them out until you go to Canada.
Are you kidding me? I already have these on eBay.
Because I don't want to see Puddin sitting on with his, flying it around before I get mine on mine. Because you know how Lewis P is.
Yeah, speaking of
pudding. You keep an eye on little Puddin.
This does kind of look like pudding on a stick, doesn't it?
It does.
Pudding on a stick.
Tell him it's chocolate pudding. But you don't get one till after, Mr. Puddin.
He's not on here, though, is he?
No.
No, okay. He's not on.
I couldn't say that if he was on here. Because he would hell. No, he's sleeping. He's tired. You're tired, aren't you?
Mark's tired.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
I know. That is a cool 3D. That really is, Mark. Thank you.
Yeah, it does a good job. Why did you eat? What did you eat, Mark? It has eyes in it. Wouldn't you like to know?
Don't ask. You know, people do eat those fish eyeballs.
Yeah, for people in the chat, this actually is not my own poop. Just saying. God. So, but now that you mentioned it,
I guess I should.
You crossed the illusion, Mark.
No. Now there's a way to freeze dry stuff.
No.
And we can make real. No.
Do not worry. It comes in cardboard board box. We're gonna have to think about how we see. At one point, I wanted to have on the back of it Puddles and Furball, but then I thought, you know what? I don't want
on
my
the back
name on this. Yeah, just on the back side of the eyeball. But I decided no, we don't need our names on them.
Actually, you've just inspired me, Val. You've just inspired me. So here, I'm going to share screen whether you like it or not. And oops, that's not the one. Where's Puddles FPV? There it is.
There's Puddles.
Here's Puddles FPV. So now I'm going to look for a dog that's squatting, so then we can show the poop.
No.
And I can put the little emoji underneath the Puddles pooping. And then you don't have to worry about DJI
and then
anymore.
Underneath, Mark, you could put Shit Squad.
Yeah, there you go.
You
know what? Shit Squad is better than Shit Storm, I think.
Yeah.
Shit Squad.
I like the Shit Squad.
Oh my God. So what did you name your little poop, Valerie? Well, Dad, see what we did? No.
I like Red Dog's idea. He says, put them on eBay and sell the shit out of them for $2.99 plus shipping.
You can sell for $10. You make a lot of money.
Well, I think that there's a lot of 3D printers out there. And the minute we say we're doing toppers for antennas, then other people are going to come up with ideas. But I do want to say, I try to give credit to this to John Coopy, because when he had it on these little sticks, he bought them like that. He goes, I don't give two fucks, whatever. I went, that's what I want. I want that on my antenna.
Mark, show Jeff Freestyle FPV.
Oh, he wants to see the poop? Here's the poop.
He designed it for me. Don't you love
poop right out there.
Goes on one of these, and there it is.
There it is.
In fact, hold on a minute. I'm going to present you, if I can figure it out.
Me with my poop, great.
It only took him eating a bunch of food for that to work. We don't ask how he makes them. We just ask him to make them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Red Dog, thank you so much.
Now, I do have a question if anybody can confirm this or not. I mean, is this poop emoji copyrighted?
I was just about to ask that, Mark. I was just about to ask that.
So I if I were to give them away, no big deal. If I sold them at a couple bucks to anybody, I mean, is that breaking some law? Because this poop emoji, who owns the rights to? Yeah, who owns the right to poop? Who owns my poop?
I think the thing is that people all over are making them. So they're made all different kinds of ways. I don't think anyone marketed the idea of, I want to copyright shit.
Yeah.
Now they could have, but since we all do it, I don't think they can. I mean, without being too graphic about it.
Yeah, but it's a symbol. It's not.
But and here's another thing, guys. We can always do it for people who do what do you call it?
A nonprofit.
Yeah.
No, what I was thinking of when they do the super chats and things, we could give them away. But I think first let's just give them, and then you can do whatever way.
I think it's hysterical to sell them as a fundraiser.
I would love that.
I think it would be awesome.
I mean, if you put those on wherever you got that from, it's not copyright because you're giving them away anyways.
Right. Exactly. Jeff Freestyles says, do you need a certain PC to run a 3D printer? Actually, my 3D printer, you don't even hook up. You can hook it to a computer, but I don't. You just need to be able to download a program that I use called Cura. I think it works on a PC or a Mac, and then you can download these files. Like, I didn't draw this. I didn't design this. I went to Thingiverse, and they had this already done, and all I had to do was bring it into my CAD program. I had to modify it to get the hole in the bottom. I had to drill a hole in the poop. Sorry. And I had to modify it.
Think of the SNL one they did where they had kitty poop. They go, look, we made a whistle out of it.
And Mark, I know it's a shitty job.
Yes, it is a shitty job.
So I think at this point, what I see is us just, giving them to the community, because it's for FPV and for drones. If you have an antenna on your drone, or you have one of those little things, it's kind of for that. It's just to signify that you're just, we're just all in it flying and having fun.
And I can kind of make them to order, like, unless you give away the antenna with it. If somebody has a lollipop, anything with a solid cap like that, not the pagodas where they're separate, but anything that has a plastic cap, even the little stubby ones, as long as I know the dimensions, I can print it out.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can just give some out. After we go to Canada, we'll talk about don't you think that would work, Mark?
Yeah.
And then we'll start doing that. But we're going to first do it for the group showing up. And then we'll start sending some out. If you guys really want them, Mark has the stuff to make them now. Yeah.
Well, you're sending me my spool of poop.
Yes, because I'm all about giving.
Yes.
Well, if you give them away, you can take donations for them.
No, that's true too.
Well, and here's the deal. Kim and I have done a lot of talking, and so we're designing, which might have poop in it, I don't know, but we're designing my logo, trying to figure out how we do Kim's and my logo on a cup, and then taking the proceeds and buying drone stuff for people so that they can have it. Especially, we know there are a lot of flyers out there who are at a minimum wage type thing and just can't afford this stuff. Who can afford this stuff? So we were thinking about doing that, bringing in the money and giving it out. So, that's where we are right now, just turning that profit over back to our community. So we can do that too, if we end up doing donations for them. Because if you want to get these Mamba stacks, even these little antennas to put your poop on, do not try this at home. If people start flying these with their own poop on it, I'm going to be worried. I mean, I'm just saying. Oh, guys, is this all right? Thank you, guys.
Yeah, it's all right. And this, they're coming from the stream I was on earlier, which is why I had the wrong chat on.
Yeah.
And there's Sarah. Now, Steve, I'm only on here to show off my poop because Val wanted the poop. So just for
no,
anybody
he's
coming
on
in.
here because I own him in
Hi,
his
Huntress.
poop.
Do I have to show my poop again to these people coming in?
Yes. We're making these and we're going to be giving them out to our community, guys. Hey, Sarah, how you doing, darling?
Here's my poop. Poop on a stick.
Hey, guys.
This is an FPV antenna that goes on the end of a quad, and Val just needed to have poop on her antenna.
Because my drone's called the little shit, the one I'm building. So I needed a little piece of poop. And look at that. And then Mark is making it to go on here. So he's going to make me some extras so we can give them out. Isn't that a good idea, though? Don't you think, Mark? Don't you think, Joe? Even if you can just glue them to your hat or your head.
So who was asking me for a good 3D printer?
That was, I think,
Jeffrey Style.
Jeffrey Style.
Don't you have an etcher?
Thank you.
No, mine. I'm typing it in right now. The link is too big from Amazon, but it's like $230, and it does fairly sizable models.
I got to go back to where you are.
The less expensive, the less money you want to spend means you're going to get a smaller printer, and you can only do really small items. So the one I'm going to put in the name of mine, and it's like $230, I think. On
Thank
Amazon.
you, Patrick.
Called the AnyCubic.
Okay.
3.
Okay, Patrick,
Mega.
you are now
Mega,
a wrench.
Let me double check.
And Mark, did you print all the accessories for it?
Yeah, I have.
What do you mean? What accessories?
I know that like the etcher and all that, you can get the stabilizers to be able to print on the 3D printer, and it also goes on the frame.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Mine doesn't really need any accessories. Okay. I don't, but you can print certain modified parts to be able to do PLA. But I think the new version of my printer prints PLA just fine. I had to do a modification. I bought mine about 6 months ago. Okay, so Jeffrey Style, it's called the AnyCubic Mega i3. That's an i3, and if you look at that, it's $235.99. If you want to spend less than $200, you're going to only be able to print small items. This has a 300 by 300 by 300 millimeter space that you can print in, so you can do fairly sizable things. So 30 centimeters by 30 centimeters by 30 centimeters. And I like that printer because it's 6 bolts and it's together. A lot of the printers, you have a lot of assembly to do and a lot of tweaking.
Yeah, I thought I had Sage. Good.
Oh, small TPU parts. So let me look for. There is a type of printer that a lot of the FPVers use, which is small and very, very dependable. Let me look.
Twyla, hello, Twyla. I'm giving you a mod. I'm going back up through the chat because I'm not really good at being able to keep up with everyone.
Okay.
Bill,
okay.
I got you.
So I found the one, it's called the Monoprice Select Mini 3D Printer, but the problem is it's $220.
Ooh.
So it's a good printer. It only prints small things, but you have a significantly smaller, you have less than half the size that I can print. So the question is, you spend $30 more and you get a bigger printer. But the smaller ones have a tendency of being more, you have to tweak them less. So I think people have a good time with those.
And that was one of my other questions, Mark, was did you have to tweak too much?
No, it's 6 bolts and it was together, and you can see it. You can see it over my shoulder. The arms on it are beefy. I could actually take it from the top arm there, like a handle, and swing that thing. Okay. It is. If you look at any of the other ones, they use the extruded channel metal, and I just don't. It doesn't look as sturdy as this guy. This is that's a beefy machine, and I like it just for its stability. So Monoprice is the name of the printer. They sell bigger versions too.
So it was easy to zero out.
Oh yeah, it's not automatic. I mean, you can spend money and get something that auto levels. Right. But once you it's got a heated bed. Once you level it, I haven't leveled it, and I've been printing that thing. I mean, I showed Kim this. I actually made tiny whoop hoops for flying. And all the parts of this are printed on there. This hoop here takes 24 hours to print all the pieces for it.
Hey, Bill.
And I've done it twice, and it's just still running strong. And you can get, for anybody who's interested, and I don't want to take the time up with talking about 3D printers. No. All 3D printers are roughly the same, just like computers are. It's just a matter of, can you get the parts you need for replacement? Right. Can you get the hot ends and stuff like that? The little nozzles. As long as you can get them, it doesn't really matter what printer you get.
Okay.
Centroid Mr. Will is saying he is
Mr. Will. He was on the previous live stream.
Mr. Will, I do now have you and Mr. Blue Ruthless and Sage and all the other ones, guys.
Yeah, they come
Welcome
from
to the chat.
Yeah, Murad's Haunted Adventures is the channel that they all came from. Great guy, great support stream.
And I was playing him tonight while I was getting ready.
Again, Mark? Oh,
I was playing him tonight because he also had Ariel on his channel.
Yes, and I spent like 10 minutes on it with him too.
So I was watching.
It's a big hit, Mark.
So it's going to go on. My idea, I just want to be clear, send the millions to me, and then I'll send them all out to everybody. And here is the little antenna, and it's going to go on little FPV antennas.
It's a nice snug fit, I must say.
So now I guess I'm going to see if I can get a discount on these antennas so we can get them all ready to go out.
I'm excited to try these antennas. They're nice and small and compact. But
don't show Louis P. and nobody tell him, because Puddin will want one. He'll go, look, it's not shit. It's pudding. And it's not pudding, Louis.
The proof is in the pudding.
And then with the corn in it. Mm-hmm.
Oh, see, now you brought up the corn.
Oh, there we go.
Corn.
So we now know. We now know that Val is partial to corn. Val is now partial to corn. She let that slip, Freudian slip.
Because
Val,
then it would be
keto. Little yellow chunks in there. Oh,
yeah,
right. We'll make it keto poop.
Oh my god! Oh my god! You guys are making me insane.
Well, you started. This was your idea, Val.
It was my idea. But you know what? And I kind of took off from something that John Coopy said.
Oh, now you're gonna blame John Coopy.
And then, of course,
he's not even here.
I tell him I got it because of him, and he goes, wow. That wasn't my idea.
No.
I'm like, John Coopy, you said you don't give two shits. You had two shits in your hand.
Mark can make two shits.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why I did it. Oh, ice cream, chocolate ice cream. Oh. Well, that's what I'm going to tell my dad. I'm going to say, Dad, this is ice cream with eyeballs. Okay. Not shit. Kathy's just sitting there shaking her head, I can tell.
Yeah. Well, my wife just came and shut the door and says, I'm tired of hearing you talk about poop. And she's right. And I need to get off. I need to go to bed.
Is she coming up with you?
No, she's not going to be coming up. She's got to go to a wedding.
So one more time, Mark. We have new people can Stroke Me FPV. Check out the new antenna and the new fab coming up.
Yep, these are going to be up at.
And if you don't like it, we don't give a
poop
shit. These are going to be up at Kim's gathering, and Centroid was very kind to say he loves making poop, and we said good, just keep eating.
Never have a problem with making poop.
Who doesn't like making poop?
Oh my God! Can you imagine somebody just coming into this channel as you ask that question?
I can just see all my subscriptions going down, and then someone go, "Well, I kind of like poop."
Oh, you know Val's channel; it's kind of gone to shit. You know,
it has. It has. Oh my God!
You better put that disclaimer on when this thing goes up, Val.
Well, Val, you're at 20 likes and 0 dislikes. So
nice.
You see, now all they need to do is put the poop emoji there for dislikes.
I know. Oh, I'm 22.
Can you do
that?
Thank
you, guys.
It'd be funny.
Okay, Mana, you saw the poop, so we're not going to show it again because Centroid's wife's going to kick the poop out of him if you
and I'm
literally
I'm tired as poop right now. So and I'm going to get loopier.
Centroid,
so I need to go. I need to go to sleep.
Thank you so much for making those.
I have no problem with that.
And the
how
filament
many
will be there on the 20th.
Okay, so how many poops am I coming up with?
As many as you can make.
Oh, I can make a lot of poop.
Yeah, you know why? Because I want to give them out.
Make a lot.
When we all get back, I want to be sending them out to everyone.
Am I going to do a variety of sizes?
No, let's just do the one size.
That's good.
Okay.
Just this.
Okay. I'll have to see if it works on any of my other antennas. Well, here's the prototype poop. I got the prototype poop, but it was
always good to have a prototype.
But it was orange.
Yeah, it's not quite. That's when you're having a really bad poop day.
Yeah. So.
All right.
So two-stroke me put the icon up there. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And guys, we'll see about how we can do these. Maybe I can get them down a little bit.
A Sherbird poop. Thanks, Russ. Thanks for the image. Okay, everybody.
Nice.
Have a good night. I'll chat, Mark.
Yeah,
Mark,
right.
Thank you.
I'll talk
Love
to you.
you.
No problem. Have a good night, everybody.
Thanks, Mark.
Take care.
Good night, Mark.
Take care.
God,
thanks for the laughs.
Oh my God.
That's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be awesome.
Oh my God. I cannot believe that. And
Mark can
it's so
crank them
funny.
out, and it's gonna be great.
Well, and I didn't realize how cute they were gonna look. So guys, yeah, we're gonna see. Kim and I are both sending him the filament, and then we'll start figuring out how we can send them out to people, and seeing how that works. So we can anyone who wants one can get one. And I just got these on Amazon. I'll find a link to put in, so when you're getting these, you can order them and get them, because they just go on the back of FPV. Or in Robert's case, he can just put them on his what are those called? Those you just have one of these with one on it. Yes.
Yeah.
You just glue it on. That'd be so fun.
Right here.
No, not on your face.
Right here.
No.
Right.
No. I don't want to know what that's gonna look. I don't know. Oh my God. So, good. So I got my dislike because somebody doesn't like our poop.
Oh,
I
pointed to my butt. Sorry.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah. See, people didn't want you pointing to that. And guess what about dislikes? We don't give a poop. So there we go. Hey, Washington County News. How you doing, darling? So anyway, I'll figure it out so you guys can get me your addresses if you want one of these. And if we have enough, I'll just figure out how I can get them all mailed out to you, or whatever that's going to look like. So, so I'll figure it out. If you send just let me I'll tell you tomorrow how we think we're going to do that. And guys, I don't want you to forget about the fact that we will be on Kim's stream tomorrow night at 11 o'clock Eastern. So it'll be on Furball Kim's, and it'll be the Puddles and Furball Kim show, but it'll be on Kim's. And so we'll work that. So I do want to talk about what I put down, what it takes to go live. Do you guys, want to talk about? Can we talk about that a little bit? So I don't know. I know most of the people that are within the chat, a lot of them have gone live, right? And you have to have things like, you have to have the program you're going to go live on. You have to be prepared. You got to have something you're going to talk about. Can I tell you some of my live streams when I've gone on, I haven't always had a subject. And that is the hardest live stream to do for me, when I don't have an idea of what I want to talk about. Do you agree with that, Kim, or no? Robert?
I do.
Well, you get more of a spontaneous if you don't have something set. Like tonight. We had fun. Yeah.
And so the subject that we put it, oh, Bill, thank you, to help get some shit. Bill, you are definitely getting one. If people do the super chats, they're definitely getting one. Do not fear. I'm going to put you guys down for sure. But I think that, and of course, Robert's absolutely going to get 5,000. If you can write it down.
I just want
a list right now.
I just want one good poop. That's all. In my age,
that's what I was saying yesterday.
In my age,
just one
all
good.
I want is one good poop.
I need to add my PayPal. Yeah. So I was so there's a couple different things that go with live streaming. First of all, you have to be able to have a fairly good picture, because guys, I'm going to tell you that if your production is just a hot mess, it's not as good. You're not a hot mess. No, Robert. But do you remember when we all first, hey, Paul Murray, how you doing, my
Paul.
darling?
Oh, Paul, you missed it.
You missed it. And I know you're going to be sad you missed it.
Paul's going to want one.
Hit the rewind button, Paul.
Well, we are going to get one to Paul. Paul will always have to have anything we do. So,
all our friends will get one.
Yes. So one thing I noticed that when we are doing live streams, if we have an idea of what we're doing, guys, this is just going to make it work better. You at least have some kind of stream. You don't have to beat down like clockwork, though that works for a lot of people. If you have a base like tonight, I want to take what it takes to go live. I didn't make a whole list of things because I don't want to be the expert in that, because then people expect more. I just want to be the person who comes out with a fairly good thing to live stream. Hey, mine never have a plan. Nomad, Unbroken, you are so inspirational. Yours are always about inspiration.
Nomad is awesome.
Yeah, but it's always about inspiration, about going after your dream. That is your thing. That is what. So you do. You always have a plan. At least that's how I think. So, so that's one thing I think it takes. And you have to have a clear picture so that people can see you. Hey, you drone. So you have to have those kind of things to make it work, correct?
Yeah.
You have to have kind of an idea. And it helps if you have, you put within the time limit of what you want to do. I think if you have those kind of things, the only other thing that can make everything kind of go wonky, first of all, is how you show up for your live stream. Honestly, when we first started seeing live streams, I don't remember if you remember this, Rojo or Kim, but there were a lot of people going on still in bed, which is fine depending on the circumstance, but curlers, smoking, pajamas, no shirt. It was just crazy. Do you remember all those streams that used to come on? Mm-hmm. They have the thumbnail of just kind of showing one eye, and they're still in curlers and stuff saying, let's talk? I'm not sure those do well. I haven't seen any of those take off. Let me go. But having said that, I think if that's where you're at and that's what you want to do, then you still go and do it. Still give it a chance. So that's one of the things. But I really want to talk about what makes a good panel person. When you go on a panel, what do you think, Robert? I mean, because you've been on many panels with me. Mm-hmm. So what do you think people need to know to be a great panelist?
Well, I know I don't talk a lot when I'm on panel, because most of the times I'm a moderator. I'm in the background. I'm trying to keep an eye on the chat. But a good panelist is like Paul or like Kim. They're the comic relief.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Am I not?
See,
they have to know what's going on with the chat.
Yes.
They have to know what's going on with the conversation. But also they have to be the comic relief.
Yes. And I got to say something, what I think is really great. So to me, one of the best panelists I've ever had is Robert. And this is why you make a great panelist when you come on. Because Robert pays attention to the chat, and he pays attention to the person who's putting on the show.
Yeah.
So sometimes he'll get, for the love of God, oh no, sorry, that's Philly. But he'll put in private chat, hey Valerie, you know, your sound isn't clear, or
Yeah.
you need to get it a little back away, or something's happening, I need you to know. And he'll put that in that chat that nobody else can see, or he'll say so and so's asking you a question, you know, you need to go back in the chat and
Yeah.
see that. And that
And
makes a great panelist, but he is the moderator panelist in those circumstances.
yeah.
Right.
And Paul does the same thing, and Kim does the same thing when he's on Rogers. He'll watch the chat. One thing I learned with doing live streams with like Centroid or with Eagle VP,
yes,
is you got to pay attention. You just got to pay attention to what's going on. You can't be with blinders on watching just the people on screen. You have to watch.
And why do you think you can't do that?
That you have to.
Why do you think you can't just have blinders on when you're in like entertainment?
Well, you have to know your surroundings. You have to know, like the chat. You have to know what's going on. You have to watch everything.
What appeals to people.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to watch what appeals. I mean, we had fun tonight with the poop thing. That was funny.
It was.
It was funny.
It was. It was.
Yeah.
I don't like talking about poop most of the time.
Well, we didn't say the S word. We didn't say the S word all the time.
I did every once in a while, but yes.
But it wasn't overdone.
No, it wasn't.
There's a poop emoji.
Right.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you this. So there are a couple different. This is the mistake a lot of people make when they're explaining how to do things on YouTube, because there are many times you can do other things, right? So there are some times when you're a panelist and you're there to do in-house mod, which means you're not talking much. You're keeping an eye in the chat, because the person who's doing the program, like when I do interviews, I am concentrated on that person I'm interviewing, because I want to bring the most value to everyone watching. I'm assuming you want to hear an interview. You want to know things, and I'm going to ask those things. So I ask about family. I ask about what you were doing growing up and what mistakes and what great things you did and all that kind of stuff across the board. So I always brought Robert in, because Robert would be really focused on the chat. So he could type things to people in the chat, right? So they didn't feel like they were left out.
Or I could type loudly.
Yes, he can type loudly. We found that out. One of the people I was interviewing told him to stop typing so loud.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Robert, I can hear you typing.
I can hear it. I may be old, but I can hear. So that was one thing. And I think also the thing is about when you're on a panel, and you know, there's the panelists who you actually want to talk to. And sometimes Robert, like tonight, came on as somebody we're talking to. He's not just modding, right? So we're talking, we're having that conversation. But if we're having the conversation, let's break up typing, and you're doing this, that's terrible. Don't do that.
Yeah. Yeah. And I didn't know I was doing it. That's the whole thing.
No,
and I
all
didn't
you
know I
were
was
doing, you're typing.
I was looking for his book on Amazon.
Okay. His typing did not bother anyone but the guest on the chat. It didn't bother anybody, because he's sitting there doing this, and I did not care. But I've had things crashing all around panelists, or people walking in and out where they're at.
Yeah.
And it takes away, because we tend to look and go, well, who's doing that? Where's that sound come from? What is that sound? No, not like you, Mana. And so that's another thing you have to watch out for. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because I feel that anybody can go on and do a live stream, as you've seen, and many, 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 many do. But there are just a few things that are going to make you come out a little more professional, even though we're not the professional crew here, but a little bit more. Let's see, I don't know how much longer. I can keep doing YouTube. I'm starting to get arthritis in my fingers. Right? But you had a great live stream, though, when you were doing all your live streams. You did not do horrible, Mana. You didn't. Don't be hard on yourself. I mean, people want to see people come on and be on the panel. But one other thing you can't do, Robert has a personality to be great on live streams. You know what, Paul?
You got to have a mascot.
But he has a mascot. He has a mascot kind of like Paul has a mascot. But we don't allow Paul's mascot on because sometimes Paul's mascot talks and we get scared. I'm just saying. And Paul, I sent you a link if you want to come talk to us a little bit about this. So because I just didn't see you in, but now that you're in, you have to come on. I know you're tired, darling, because you've done a lot of work, but you want to come on. Because I don't ask the same people to always come on. I don't. And we don't usually bring guests at night. I say that, but we have the last few times. Because what we're talking about behooves us to bring someone in. I mean, you can't really talk about poop with not another person in. Oh, I love my poop. And my poop's going, see, that wouldn't have made sense, would it, guys?
You've got to have a number 2.
You got to have
a number 2 to come in and talk about poop.
That's why we bring Paul on, or Robert on, because he's so funny. But so we're bringing these things together, and we're making these things work. And guys, we're going to be sending some stuff out in October. We're going to have a lot of great things happening. So because when we come up with things, we just want to share them. We can't help it.
Thanks, Paul.
You know, so
Thanks, Paul.
And so I think, let's see, I called something like handicap voice on a tablet or computer. Called something like, what are you talking about?
For a handicap, when they can't type, there's a program on a computer and a tablet where a handicap can say something like you do on your phone, right, and it will type it out on.
Yeah, it's voice recognition.
And guys, I also found
all of them have it.
Yeah.
I also found, hey, Michael Banny, you're fine, but you missed something really funny tonight.
Michael, you have to look at the rewind.
You're going to have to. Not right now. Not right now. Don't send people out of the thing.
No.
Mr. Paul Murray.
So now I forgot what I was saying.
Well, my time here is done. Paul Murray is in the house.
Now we forgot. So I don't always bring on all the same people because most of the time, like Kim and I agreed that the show was going to be him and I talking and interacting with the chat, and that's what it was going to be. But there are times when you talk about stuff where you have to bring people in, like where you talk about what it takes to go live. And not everybody wants to go live. Not everybody, they might go live on a panel, but they don't want their own show. They want to go on other shows because they want to give what they have to give and be able to leave when they need to leave, or they want to leave. Yeah, it's like I don't know. He's not. He's below me. This one. Am I doing it right? Like Paulie. Paulie doesn't give a.
Oh, you want me to leave? Okay.
No, don't.
Paul.
Don't even go there.
I'm here.
No.
Don't be a poop.
Don't leave.
Don't
Okay,
be a poop.
Paul, did you see any of our show? Oh no. Paul.
That was a glitch.
Oh. So we got Centroid didn't make the. Oh God, how did you guys change?
Huh?
You guys just changed.
Flipped over.
Okay.
What?
Never in the same place on screen. So do you see this, Paul? Okay, he's doing it on purpose now. Now you're just messing with me.
Well, yeah, you're gonna put a poop thing on top of there, right?
So Centroid made him.
Yeah.
He made it and put it on there, and it's spectacular.
Pudding.
Ah.
Pudding.
It looks like pudding.
What your phrase should be then? Our poop don't stink. Yeah.
So So what we're going to do is we send him the filament, and he's going to produce a bunch of them for us, and we're going to give them out.
Cool.
To people in the community. And you do not have to fly FPV to have one. It fits on, it will fit on this particular antenna. So it looks cute, but you know, there are other things that it'll be perfect.
I think it'll fit on the top of your throttle on your
I think so. Yeah.
On your
and the control sticks.
On the control sticks.
So if you lose your poop, you won't be flying.
Yeah.
With people with dexterity problems, you'll be able to grab it easier.
Oh, and I have arthritis. But so, Paul, what do you think makes a great panelist when people go on other people's shows?
Well, first of all, there is no such thing. See, I believe there are a lot of people that want to be on a panel that probably shouldn't be on a panel because they either lack the ability to roll, you know, because like personalities, you go to a party, Val, and you see some people are into it, and some people it's like they gotta push themselves to even say hi. It's like you got to be verbal, you know, you got to be talk.
So I'm going to interrupt really quick, which you shouldn't do when you're on a panel. But I'm going to do it because you have to remember, maybe you don't, Paul, but Kim and Roger's first live stream. And this is what I want to be clear. They were both sitting there like,
two deer in the headlights.
Two deer in the headlights. And they looked,
what the hell
Kim
are we doing?
Looked almost angry. And Roger just looked like he was shocked to even be on live stream. And that's how they did the first few.
They got good at it, but it's a comfort thing. But there's some people, it's not in their wheelhouse. It's not in their comfort. Yeah. It's like you remember in college when you took speech classes or whatever, and most everybody could talk, and there was always a guy in the back. No, I can't do that. I can't do that.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to talk.
So if you can talk and you have a comfort level that talking to strangers, because that's basically what you're doing.
It's pretty much what we're doing.
Even though you get to know people over time, then you could be a panelist. But it's not like everybody can cook. You like to think everybody can cook, but there's people that can cook, and there's people that think they can cook, and there's other people that just can't cook. So it's like
and it's true because Mon is right. There are times where you talk too much, people talk too much, and I've done that on occasion. And there's times where they don't talk at all, but there is room for that. See, I think there's room for all those different things. Like Robert doesn't mind talking, but Robert also makes one of the best mods because he will actually keep an eye on everything that's happening. And you have to have someone who can do that. So he wouldn't have to be a great spokesman or a great talker, though he is. There'd be a place for him on the panel still.
Well, actually, his name is printed up there now as Bobber. Robert is a bobber. If you were to put a bobber on the water, it goes.
I'm glad somebody finally noticed that.
It's because of me. I was thanking him because he sent me this Osmo 3.
Yeah.
So my two guys on the panel, Paul gave me the Osmo Pocket, which I still love, and it goes with me everywhere I go. And then Robert, of course, sent me the Osmo 3. And
what do you think of the 3, Val?
I love it, but I couldn't make it work until Robert came on and showed me.
I had to tell her
I love gadgets, but I'm not good at gadgets. And of course, Kim comes on not knowing I'm frustrated. He's like, "How you doing, beautiful?" And he's like, "Ooh, maybe take a nap."
Yeah, we all have our ups and downs, that's for sure.
And that's the one thing is you got to realize that people have their ups and downs.
Yes.
Yeah, this afternoon was kind of a down for me. So
was it Paul?
I was over at Lynn's and I was working on her deck and I fell.
Oh no!
Oh,
okay.
I fell on the cement and And Lynn and the other guy, the friend of mine that we were working at, they were around the back of the house, and I was on the front of the house. And so I laid there for a minute and checked to make sure I didn't break a hip or whatever. So then I finally was able to roll around. I probably looked like a weeble. Rolled around and then was able to take and climb up on a stool to get up on my knees and then get up from there. So
can I tell you?
Yeah, I'm a little sore, but yeah, but
I was afraid he was going to tell me that Anthony came along saying, "I'll help you, but I get a banana first.
Yeah,
I get paid up front."
He was eating his bananas today, so
be careful.
Oh, Paul.
Be careful.
But you know what? As we get older, as much as everyone wants to think how graceful we are,
oh God,
we're not so graceful trying to get up off the ground.
Well, what I've noticed, Val, is the older I get, the more I start to shuffle. I'm not picking my feet up like I used to when I was younger. And so you can catch your shoe or your whatever on just something small, where before, no big deal,
So
on a grain of sand.
Yes, on a grain of sand. But I got to tell you, that shuffle thing, my mother used to do that all the time. She would shuffle her feet, and I'm like, Mama, you got to pick up your feet. And then the other morning I got up, I was heading towards the ladies' room, and I'm like, and I thought, oh my God, pick up your feet, Val, pick up your feet, trying to get them up. My feet don't want to be picked up in the morning. They want to shuffle along.
Yeah.
I had an up today. I got my cam working on my quad. Very good, mana. But another thing about being in a chat is you see how we go all over the place, but we all know what we're talking about because we've known each other for quite a while. But it's also that you got to kind of help the people stay on target, because I can squirrel out at any moment.
Yeah, and you try and bring that back. You try and bring them back.
No, not you.
No.
I'm really good at squirreling.
No.
And so then I need the guys to kind of go. And so what we were saying and kind of lead me back on the happy squirrel path that has the nuts.
Al, you have a telltale though. When you have that squirrel moment, you were looking off to the right, and then all of a sudden you look to the left.
You can tell. You can tell.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking in my brain trying to find out where my thought went. Because do you notice that a little bit more as we're getting older, more hurried?
Yeah, yep. I mean,
I'm tired of walking in rooms and forgetting what I'm there for.
I spend
that happened 20 years ago.
I spend a portion of my day now looking for my cell phone that I either left in the truck or I left in the bathroom or
you leave your reading glasses up here and you go, where the hell are my glasses?
You know what I like? When I keep stacking my glasses on top of my glasses, I don't realize I'm doing it. And I can't find even one pair of glasses because I'm wearing 3 of them.
Yeah.
You get what I'm doing second to second, right, Michael Banny? That's kind of how it goes.
Yes, Kim, this is what you have to look forward to.
Yes.
Oh, great.
Yes. It is fun. I'm ordering LEDs, Kim. You got me hooked. Oh, glad to hear it.
Yeah, Actually, Kim,
circles. Me too.
Our old weather thing had a transformer on it.
Back.
And I saved the transformer. I said, Kim said I could use this for using for LEDs. So I'm going to try it. You
can.
Yeah.
Well, Kim, my question would be have you figured out if you can run it on a small LiPo battery?
Yes, you can. You can.
Yeah, you can.
In other words, so outside, you could just attach a LiPo battery to it.
And like Kim said, you could use them forever. That battery will last forever with LEDs. Yeah.
Yeah.
And smaller.
Cool.
You can put, right now it's running on 6 volts from a little transformer from a throwaway phone.
Yeah.
You can put 12 volts maximum into that and it'll be a lot brighter.
Oh, so the voltage does
the voltage regulates how much light is.
Yeah, because
I thought maybe it was a window that it operated at 100%, whether it's 6 volt or 12 volt or whatever.
Well, it's dimmed slightly, not by much. but that's only 6 volts.
Yeah. Well, I can
And
see
that's plenty bright.
you're going to be having fun with those at nighttime.
Well, I'm gonna build a bunch of them, maybe 2 dozen. I'm gonna put them out in the fields and
Sure.
some
For
in the
next year.
yards. And right now, I'm working on another project.
That
for
looks
paper
cool.
Plates,
That looks
and
cool.
there's LEDs on this, and this will run off a small lipo for hours and hours.
Sure.
And there's no weight. I mean, it's solid, and it'll light up. And if you change one light on here to a red one that blinks, all of them will blink.
Just like a Christmas, just like Christmas lights. If you put a flasher on,
So
One
it
of
turns into
it'll
a chasing light.
yeah, it'll chase. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. That
I
sounds
mean,
like
it's something to make that you go to the shops and you spend $45 for a cheesy light. I mean, they're expensive. Not everybody can afford them, and they're not very bright. But you can make them yourself, which is brighter, and it's low cost.
Are we talking about hoops?
We're talking about hoops or anything you build yourself. It's really,
well,
really simple.
I think what you probably have here is the makings, Kim, of retailing some of that, and you could put it under the KATchUL logo, KATchUL.
Okay.
And you could send out little bags with instructions on how to do it. You probably get $10, $15 for it, you know?
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking of doing a video and show everybody how easy it is to make them.
Well, you do a teaser video and you say, if you want to know really how, send me $19 and I'll send you the kit.
I'll send you the
There's
kit.
another strip
I'll say
that I made
stuff.
up that I'm going to be putting into a bigger hoop.
Yeah.
Which this one's twice the size of this one.
Yeah.
All you have to do is
See,
just
Paul, we need marketing.
all you have to do is take them apart.
Marketing, yep.
Where's the connector?
Well, it's the nature of the community is to share and not profit from it, but at some point in time,
At some point, you got to
a few
profit.
bucks because you're doing so much in order to just your R&D. You know,
Well, and this is the thing, when we like came up with our little poop emoji thing that we want on there, and then Kim did this, you know, we would really like to make enough money that we could send drone parts and
sure,
drone related things and even land
That's
things
what
out
we're
to
trying
people.
to do.
Even if they're not with our name on them, they're something that they can use, because most people can use this stuff. So we would like to be able to do that, because the last time, like I was talking with someone who said, hey, it was, I think Red Dog, he came on his thing and he says, I make 30 an hour, that's what I make. But he has a family. And when you have family, anybody who's had a family knows it takes a lot more than that to raise your family, or even to just raise yourself, and or just have enough money to do yourself. So if they want a hobby, they want a Mavic, they want a camera drone, they want an FPV, they want something like that, they aren't able to get those things, or they want some kind of camera, or they want something that works. And so it would be really nice if we could make enough to help with that without it becoming charity. It doesn't need to be charity. It just needs to be community giving to community, and seen that way, right?
I don't want no money for it. I just want to, if I do get anything for the idea, all that money will go back into buying drone parts for people that want to fly, or repair their drone, or something like this. You know what I mean? I'm not looking for profit or nothing.
Well, and let me say, guys, there's nothing wrong with profit, especially if you're raising a family. Make your profit. I want to make sure I say that.
Well, and the thing of it is, here's the key: is everybody, you should get paid for your idea, and you should get paid somewhat for what you're doing, but you don't want to. In other words, like, let's say you got this idea, and it's probably people would be willing to pay $10 or $15 for a kit. You don't want to say, yeah, for $100. No, that's not profit.
Well, and then we want to take profit back. Now, certainly at some point, you know, you need to, if you give value, you want to maybe make money. And I don't see anything wrong with making money. I think I used to have a problem with it when I was younger. I was like, you should give everything away. but I'm not like that anymore because you don't want to starve all your life, right? And that can happen. But I want to go, we want to do something where we can continue to give back into community, because there was a time, guys, and I don't want anyone getting mad at me, but I know some people will, where every time we turned around, we had GoFundMe's and people were posting like crazy on our streams and stuff like that. Now, listen, there's nothing wrong if somebody needs help doing a GoFundMe or someone trying to help them, but you can't post that stuff in our shows because that isn't what our shows are. They aren't about just being fundraisers. That isn't what our shows are about. Our shows are to take people a little bit out of reality, or maybe give them some kind of value or something like that. On the other hand, if we were able to make something or sell it, because all of Roger's cups he sells in shirts and Kim's all goes back to community. We send out free t-shirts, free cups, and that kind of thing. So if we can continue to do that, that's not charity. That's not a GoFundMe. That's just helping people in the hobby be able to maintain being in the hobby.
Or things like this.
I don't know what that is.
That's a motor.
Oh, I don't. Oh,
yeah,
hold on.
And I agree, Kim, because
yes, that it's a motor.
Motors and parts, as Val well knows now, none of that stuff is free.
No.
You know, you got to buy it. Even if you buy it at the cheapest place in the world, you still got to buy.
You still got to buy it, yeah.
Yeah, and so that's the thing. We still want to be able to do those things. And everyone knows I've been really upfront about how much I spent on the quad I'm making. It's close to $200. And then I have a ticket going to Canada. So we know if you're going to do things in your world, it costs money. And so there's nothing wrong with generating funds. But we also, one thing we need to do is make sure that our guys who want to do drone things can still do them. You know, so we can still do those things. We can still give away things in parts and whatever, what else if people need them. And even if they don't need them, there's nothing wrong with people, you know, getting a little poop in the mail. As long as it isn't a personal poop. It's like
I think that's what everybody strives for. A little
Val,
poop in the mail.
That's right.
I understand there is you know those fragrances you have in the cars. I think they make a spray that smells like poop.
Yeah.
You could
oh no, I get that for free from my dog. Thank you very much. He likes to go lay in front of the fan and then just look at me like,
Well, I was just thinking about the authenticity of the thing. You know, you just give it a little spray.
Oh God, no, we don't. I don't mind having a quad called the Little Shed, but
you
don't want it to smell like it.
Can you imagine shipping that over to somebody and everybody that handles is going, "What the heck is this?"
Right, trying to figure out what the heck's going on. I know.
What I like doing too is search the internet for deals on parts for drones.
Yeah.
And giving people the links to find inexpensive, like those motors. I got 4 for $18. They're now gone up to 21, but the guy's going to drop the price down again because I've already talked to him. And for $18, you get 4. So I'll give that person the link where they can get them.
Yeah.
You know, and it helps them out so they're not paying $40, $50 for a set of motors.
Yeah.
So what we were talking about was not all the philanthropic, but we were talking about what it takes to go live and be a panelist. So guys, let me just say, when you go to be a panelist on any show, make sure you've watched their show before. Even if they're asked you to come and get interviewed, go watch one of their interviews, get an idea of their style so you're not sideswiped, right? Because everyone knows that most of my interviews, I talk about the personal. I want to know, you know, how they're raised, what kind of town they're raised in, what kind of hobbies they've had in the past. I don't just go, how do you FPV fly? Or how do you camera drone fly? Whatever that, I don't just ask that. I want to know the person, the whole person. So you want to make sure you know you're getting into that before you get into that, right? And so you want to know what kind of panel you're going to be on. You also want to know if it's just a comedy and people laugh. You want to know if they're the kind of channel that puts people down. Is that really what you want to be associated with? And if it is, that's where you go. But if it isn't, don't go there. Oh man, I need to get interviewed. I wonder if people would cry or cringe. Hey, Rigor Mortis, I do interviews. So if you want to be interviewed, I'll do it. But go watch one of my interviews to make sure you want to be interviewed.
If you do get interviewed by Val, you can't be a stiff. You're going to have to get over the rigor mortis stage, you know.
Yes, yes. Yeah, go watch one and see what you think. I've the last one I did was with Nomadic Bike, but I've done a lot of them. I've had, you know, like Build the Drone Reviewer. I've interviewed, you know, Rojo. I've interviewed a lot of people on my streams. So you want to go through and see if you see someone you like. Just go under. It's interviewing droners, and I have a whole playlist of them. But anyway, if you look at that, figure out where you're going and figure out why you want to be on the panel. If you want to be on a drone panel, but you've never flown a drone and you don't like them, you may want to try to figure out why you want to be on that panel, right? Because most drone channels, they have drone flyers on, right? Okay, Mana, that sounds great. Because you know what? I haven't been doing interviews that much lately, and I so miss it.
That would be an awesome interview.
Yes, I love doing interviews.
Or Jeff, or Rigor Mortis, or any of it.
Yeah, Mana, I would love doing those. But,
Michael Banny.
Michael?
Yes. Yep. Oh, yes. I need to get Michael. So, but these are where, this is what I'm saying. You want to know where you're going for. Guys, please look at the channels and figure out if that's really what you want to do. And then when you go on, be prepared to be part of that. Now, I've seen channels that put people down in a terrible way, and they're really awful to me. It may not be awful to you, awful to me. But make sure you know you're getting on that channel and what that channel's about and what those people really talk about, because you want to know. You want to know before you end up there going, holy hell, how do I get out of this? I just take my word for it. It can be very uncomfortable if you're in the wrong space.
Yep.
You know, and you don't, even if you don't like the people doing it or you see they're doing something kind of bad. Oh, Madonna said something about there being no bad exposure. Let me say something. That's not quite true, but I understand why she said it.
Yeah.
You know,
there's no such thing as bad press.
Yeah, but sorry, I think there is. I think there's stuff that it just depends on how you take it. If you're extremely sensitive and your heart gets hurt really easily, this can be a very rough gig.
This is a vicious place.
It can be. But look at our community we have here. This is one of the most loving communities that I know.
We have an awesome community.
Yeah, we just have a great community, and we like going and watching all our friends and stuff. I'm seen as being too mean often. Me too, Rigor Mortis. I've been told I'm too direct. But Paul loves it when I'm direct, right, Paul? Right, Paul?
Yeah.
Paul?
Yeah.
Paul.
If you're going to be a true interviewer, you have to be direct.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
If you want to do the entertainment justice, you have to be direct.
And if you don't want to expose something,
if you don't want to expose anything,
don't want to expose something, keep your pants on.
Yep.
That's the thing.
I was going to say keep my mouth shut, but
Paul. Paul doesn't. Paul just says it where it comes out.
But
you know, I got to tell you, I've had things where I've asked questions in interviews. Oh, the best are Joe Rogan asks crazy stuff. Yeah, let me just say that
Joe Rogan's awesome.
I have gotten into some interviews and I've asked questions and just had people break down in such a significant way. And I always feel bad. Yeah, usually. I can get people to cry.
I cried.
But and that's okay.
That's your signature, Val.
Huh?
That's your signature. Val used to always say, It's not an interview until I make them cry.
No, don't listen.
She is the Barbara Walters.
Yeah.
My interview would be depressing. Michael Bandy, let me just say that the one thing I like and the one thing I've always done, and I was pretty good at this at my past job too, is interviewing and finding that thing that makes everybody special. Everyone has something that puts them above a lot of other things, right? And one thing I know about drone flyers is they're some of the most creative people. Now, take Paul. I'm just going to take Paul. Paul flies around boats and ships, and they go up and downbound. And you may think, well, I could fly around a ship. No, it takes some skill. And it takes skill to be able to
Paul
that.
does it
But
with
then
skill.
Paul flipping turns around and he gets an award for a video that went out of this gal singing about a lighthouse and a ship wrecking. And he gets up and he's able to do that part. Hey, Ariel. And the company gets a reward for what he's done because he's built his skill. That's
Paul is
creativity. So that's what I'm talking about. Rojo, he goes out on the Air Force Base and he's doing all kinds of things out there with drones and filming and getting those shots because that's what he does. That's creative. In our FPV flyers, can someone send Paul's a link to Paul's channel?
Paul, can you type your name? Everybody on the panel, can you type your name in here so everybody can get a hold of you?
Yeah, true, Furball. Can you type your name?
Paul is a master of ship flying.
Yeah,
Master.
but also, guys, other stuff. He hides behind just doing ships, but he actually does videos. He does car rallies. He does, all kinds of things. So he's beyond just doing ships, even though that's spectacular in and of itself. But then our FPV
Monday I flew a golf outing for veterans that we flew the whole thing in the ceremony.
Shoot, I didn't see that.
And they used my drone to aim the 21 gun salute at.
Oh geez. but that's and most of you know that you're extremely creative in what you put on. The FPV flyers also are very creative with slow flow, with the racing, with the symmetry of what they make happen in the sky. So I think that a lot of them do it. You just have to know. And so that's what I want to bring out when I'm talking to them.
Rigor mortis.
I live next to the Strait of Georgia. I should buzz a cruise ship.
You should.
Watch a few of Paul's videos first. And I'm only saying that because when you talk about buzzing, buzzing means something different to everybody, Rigor.
If anybody wants to know anything about Mavic, this is the man to talk to.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just fly.
That's what he says.
Yeah, but Paul, you're a master, man. You're a master.
So tonight, while we're
you're
talking
making my head bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
He deserves it bigger.
He's going to end up being his own therapy doll.
Oh, yeah.
That one with the big...
want the therapy doll?
No. Oh God,
we got the therapy deer. There's a therapy deer.
Look at this.
Everything's going to be all right.
Remind me not to bring this stuff up.
Everything's going to be all right.
Oh my God.
Well, you haven't brought up the other one though either, Val.
No, and we're not. No. Oh, what is that?
Oh, there you go.
Therapy pig. There you go.
Therapy pig. Yeah.
Can I just tell you guys, you got to be careful also who you bring in, because if not, you get a deer, a pig, and a therapy doll.
Pig in a boat. There you go.
Yeah. You get stuff you get stuff that you don't expect, and then next thing you know, you're just sitting there going, "What the heck?" So, guys, look at Ariel Williams. The link she put in was a link to Paul and to what Paul does. So you want to go and check that out. Awesome. I used to go to Port Huron as a kid with my grandmother. We'd cross and go shopping at the outlets. Very cool.
Yeah.
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 So you want to be careful where you go. You know what kind of stream it is, and you know what kind of people go into the chat. So here we kind of have this thing we do, and a lot of people know we do it. If there's any drama, we just tell people we can't have it in the stream, and we just take their wrench and go and let them be out for a while they kind of leave that behind a little bit, don't we? Because what we think is, and I think what we've discovered is if we keep it kind of free of all that kind of chatter that goes on, then they're safe, we're safe, everybody's safe within the stream to come have a good time. And they don't have to worry about getting sideswiped. And I think a lot of people on the streams now are being really more careful with that, making sure that we're protecting the community from having to be part of things that they don't want to be part of. Right? So we do a lot of that too. So you want to know, is Streamy going and do that? Or is it a free for all? Because if it is, a lot of people like that. Let me tell you, a lot of people like that. And there are a lot of streams you can go get that, have that. But we kind of call ourselves a safe zone. So even if you've had trouble on other streams, if there's no trouble, if you don't bring trouble into our stream, we make sure no trouble comes to you in our stream either. Does that make sense? Did I say that correctly?
We protect our members.
Yeah, and that's one reason why we don't do religion and politics. It's not that we all don't have really strong feelings about what we believe, but everyone, I'm going to tell you, everyone on the panel right now has different beliefs.
Yeah.
And what
Definitely.
we do is we don't talk about anything that divides us as a panel art community.
The main thing that keeps us together is droning.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the only thing that matters here is droning.
I agree, Rigor Mortis. It's nice to leave that stuff behind and just be people again, because we've had a lot of issues that divide us, that tear us apart, and we can still do that and still get torn. But my feeling is, if I don't bring judgment here in those ways, right? If I leave all that outside the door and just let people be people, just let us talk about drones and what doesn't divide us, that's a better community for us.
What interests us?
Yeah, as a whole.
Yeah.
And we all believe different, and yet we're all here. We all know what we believe. We've talked about it in personal chats outside this.
Yeah.
We've disagreed in personal chats outside this.
Many times.
And many a time, but we all love each other.
Yes,
and we all know that once a drone goes in the air, that's what it is. That's what it's all about.
That's the place to be.
Yeah, and that's the fun place to be. So that's what we do. And when I have to beat up Kim, I do, but we don't tell anyone because he's shy.
Kim, are you the whipping boy tonight or what?
Oh, it seems like
but
that.
Libby did say.
Oh, every night? Bobber says every night. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, Bobber. I meant to call you Robert.
I seen that when you sent the first one. I was like,
did you see underneath where I meant Robert? Damn spell check, Bobber. I know. So we do things a little differently here, but we enjoy it. And that way we all get to be where we are. And guys, even sometimes in the private chat, I'll be like, yeah, let's not go there.
Yeah, we've had it.
Because if it divides us, it's just not a good deal. Is that a wizard, Kim?
Yes. It runs on flight 1.
Oh, there you go. I am going to sign off for the night.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing.
I'm extremely tired, and
we got to do the same thing.
Bobber, you got to go to work too, don't you?
Yeah, I got to be at work tomorrow. So.
Oh, sorry, dear. Hey,
that's all right, Hon.
Robert, thank you so much. Thank you for the Osmo 3.
You're welcome,
was
dear.
So wonderful, and I love you so much. I so appreciate it. And Paul, again, the Osmo Pocket. I mean, these guys keep me doing what I do.
That's good.
They do. If I act like
Kim has charged us. Kim has sent messages to both Bobber and I to keep an eye on you, Val. So we're here. We're here.
I have to do it. I have to change my YouTube channel again.
The Bobber. We already did the Rojo. Now it's going to be Bobber.
Okay,
Oh,
good
my
night,
God.
everybody.
Good night, all.
Okay, guys.
Thanks,
We
Paul.
love you.
Now,
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Namaste.
Thanks, Robert.
good night, bud.
Thanks so much, Robert. We so appreciate you.
Thanks for having me in.
Oh,
appreciate it.
anytime. Anytime. Good night, Robert.
Nighty night.
Oh my God. Okay. So those guys are what makes great panelists, guys. Those guys. Right? Don't you think so, Kim?
Oh yeah.
They're what keeps us going for sure. Michael Banny, Gremlin. I love seeing you, Gremlin. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, guys, if you want to and you want to go look and see what the one thing we're going to start giving away after I get back from Canada, which is first week of October, then I want you to be able to go see that. And we're gonna we sent all the filament over to Centro, and he's going to be producing.
Yeah.
Hey, Paul, that was great.
A new
We're going to
line
start
of
producing.
antenna add-on.
Yeah, the little add-ons for antennas that you can put on, and we just really like them. We'll see how they fly. I'm sure that Centroid's going to go ahead and do some test flights so that we can be sure. Just a quick flick. I got to go cook dinner. Okay, thank you. But so that's what we're going to be doing. They're going to go on these. They're just little add-ons. We'll come up with some other ideas. And you know, the one thing I would like to see is I would like to see a furball one that we could add, and they can actually be done. So, so I want to see that done, even if I don't want to buy a 3D printer because I would just sit and play with that all day and I would never work. I am telling you guys, I would never work. I'd just be making stuff. But I just want to say a big thank you to Paul Murray for coming in and being part of our panel and what it takes to go live and be a panelist, and to Robert, one of the best moderators out there. He's just a great mod. If you guys want to do interviews of anyone, you need someone checking that chat for you, there's no one like Robert. And so I just want to make sure, and they really are the epitome for that. You lost me for Bob Kim. Add on. So we have a little thing. It's on the beginning of our live stream. It's a little poop, and you put it right on your antenna. But you know, your first flight, you're gonna lose your crap. Yes, we're yes. So the guys who said, I can't whistle. The guys who said they'd like to be interviewed know that Sunday I would like to do an interview. If you guys are ready to go, just go ahead, and I'll be on tomorrow night on Kim's channel, Furball FPV at 11 o'clock Eastern. Friday night is mine channel. Saturday will be Kim's unless something changes. And so just let me know one of those nights if you want to come on and get interviewed. I'll watch your channel. If it's a really good fit for us, I will make sure I have you up there and getting interviewed. Okay, guys. I love you. It's been great. And would you like to say goodbye, Kim?
Okay, everybody, you have a super night. Thank you very, very, very much for coming in, and bless everybody. Have a great day tomorrow. I appreciate you coming into the stream tonight to support me and Val. And check the rewind of the video after, or the stream after you sign off, and let us know. Get a hold of Val or me,
Michael, and
we'll work something out.
Yeah, guys. Yeah. This was such a good stream, and I needed a really. This, you know, you give more to me than I'm ever going to give to you. That's for sure. So thank you so much for being in and just making this night a wonderful, wonderful night. From my heart to yours. Thank you, guys. We'll talk to you soon.